Hey, how y'all doing? I want to ask you guys a question. Just one good question. Does it make sense to you that you would let your world champion wrestle somewhere else 3 days before their scheduled title match against one of your top guys in the middle of a pandemic where he could possibly get sick and or break his goddamn neck? Does that make sense to you? No? Then why does Tony Khan let it happen? So Jon Moxley is scheduled to wrestle at Josh Barnett's Bloodsport on October the 11th. That's right, October the 11th, 3 days before his October the 14th match with Lance Archer for the AEW women, well, I was about to say women's championship, but the AEW championship on Dynamite. Now, Jon Moxley did have to cancel an appearance that he had scheduled for Josh Barnett on September the 14th, 2019. He had to cancel it because he got a MRSA infection in his elbow, and he got that by wrestling at some dog shit mud show in New York. And guess what? That MRSA infection cost Tony Khan months of money. He couldn't promote Jon Moxley and utilize that personality because he had a MRSA infection that he got from wrestling some jabroni in New York. And then, of course, it also hurt Josh Barnett. Look, are you running what kind of corporation are you running here, dog? Like, why can't you pull the reins on this shit? Like, why can't you pull you should be pulling the leash? Like, bitch, what are you doing? If you go out, like, is it in their contract that if they get hurt, they should be fired? Because that's what I would do. If you look, this is not a regular situation here, and we're not talking about some AEW dark level talent like Red Velvet or Sean Dean or something like. You can't do nothing about that. This is Jon Moxley. This is a guy you're looking to sell T-shirts of and sell action figures, and you're looking at him at drawing your audience. He is utilizing his ability to go wrestle in front of nobody. It's not even going to be a crowd there. And do what? Run the risk of getting fucking COVID and bringing the fucking virus to a Dynamite taping? That's what we're going to run the risk of. Where do you have older people? You got fucking Jake Roberts and Tully Blanchard there. Like, what is going on? You got fucking Jim Ross there. You got people with health problems there. You got fans there. You have to think about people. This is so fucking selfish for Jon Moxley. And this is just running the risk of getting injured. Like he could always, now, Bloodsport is pseudo MMA, a lot like Raw Underground. But most people just say Raw Underground is like Bloodsport. It's mostly strikes, some suplexes, some submissions. It's nothing crazy. No high spots. Nobody's gonna do a moonsault unless it's a standing moonsault. So you don't have to worry about them falling from a high place or anything like that. It is relatively a safer style match than usual, but you still have to worry about what's the health protocol of Bloodsport. What is their health protocol? Is it the same as yours? Josh Barnett might have some money, but he ain't got con money. He don't. He don't have the money to have the same protocols you have. You running the risk of your world champion not being available for weeks or months because you can't tell a motherfucker no. I would have look, man. What you do is you call Josh Barnett and you say, bro, not this one. He got a title match on the 14th. Can't do this one. He'll have to hit you the next one. And if he insists on doing these shows, don't put fucking title on him. Don't put the belt on him. Like, you need to just put the title on people who want to do the right thing. Don't put it on Darby Allin who want to jump off shit. Don't put it on Chris Jericho who wants to go do concerts in the middle of the goddamn pandemic. Don't put it on Jon Moxley who wants to run around and do, dog shows. Don't do this shit. Find somebody who's like, hey, look, this job pays well. I'm rocking with Khan. I support the brand. I work here, and whoever that may be, they probably need to be the champion. Don't let your champion jerk you around. Like, this is fucking stupid. This guy could get hurt. He could get sick. He could get somebody else sick. You have to be able to say no. You need to have some control. Like, this whole independent contractor shit, look, fuck that. Fuck this, okay? He is putting people at risk. And I'm not even being an SJW about this. It's just common fucking sense. If he goes in there and he gets hurt, then your company is screwed. You have to think about this thing long term. You have to think about it like a business. Like, he might be cool, but if he fucks up your show, what are you gonna do? Is there a clause in his contract that says if he gets hurt in another show, you're gonna fire him? Hell, that's what the fuck I would do. If he knew and agreed to show up at a show on October the 14th for me, and then he agreed to do something 3 days before, running the risk of getting hurt, and he have to skip my show, he shouldn't be my world champion. I can tell you that. And I know, Tony Khan needs to just throw Josh Barnett some money and tell him to get the fuck out of here with this. It's too close. 3 days is not long enough. 3 days is not long enough, dog. For him to go and be in contact with other people, it is not long enough for, if he does contract COVID or whatever, for him to be able to, show any symptoms or anything. It's only 3 days. So the only other thing you can think of is they're probably going to tape the Lance Archer match ahead of time, and probably hope that the match is that the leaks don't get out. That's my only option. They're probably just going to tape the match ahead of time. So it probably is taped, or they're probably going to be taping it soon, and they're going to hope that it doesn't get out. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Like this video, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.